Okay. So, okay, so let's listen to it. Uh, 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 uh.
Hast die in dein Lebensweg begegnet? Triebe, Teig und Licht in den Schein. Wenn es wird ein Sturm in es Regen, soll dein Mut noch nicht verloren gehen. Weil wenn Regen ihren Weg, dann weiß es kommen sinnige Teig. Weil wenn es regnet, Schmerz unterdrückt, weil in jedem Tropfen Regen liegt, ein ganzer Jamm mit Glück, wenn dieses Wolkens in Himmel weit, weiß, dass es kommt noch a gute Zeit, sich noch nicht schrecken vor kein Regen, in noch nicht verzweifelt sein, weil noch a Regen kommt bald Sonnenschein, weil wenn a Regen kommt ihren Weg, dann weiß es kommen sinnige Tag, weil wenn es regnet, Schmerz unterdrückt, weil in jedem Tropfen Regen liegt der ganze Jahr mit Glück, wenn dieses Wolkens in Himmel weit, weiß, dass es gibt noch eine gute Zeit, sich noch nicht schrecken vor kein Regen, in noch nicht verzweifelt sein, weil nur ein Regen bald kommt, Sonnenschein.
Apropos of your floods.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Janet, can you start reading the English?
Ben Sion Whitler was born in Belz in 1907, then moved to Vienna with his family at the age of 12. He acted and sang in Vienna and worked briefly as a journalist for the German-language Jewish paper Die Wiener Morgenzeitung, Vienna morning newspaper. He toured all over the world and eventually settled in the United States in the 1940s.
So,
Whitler performed in dozens of plays and musicals and recorded hundreds of songs. We have already heard him sing on a Heim Without a Home and Der Dallas. Here he sings Son und Regen, Sun and Rain, a Yiddish version of April Showers. The original had been written by B.G. De Silva with music by Louis Silvers and recorded in 1921 by Al Jolson.
okay, so let's start reading it. Bonnie, can you start reading it?
Ja. Hast in dein Lebensweg begegnet.
Good. Yes.
Trüben Weg und Licht und Sonnenschein.
Ja.
So, wenn es wird Sturm und es regnet, soll sein Mut nur nicht verloren werden.
Good. Okay. So if you need help, Maurice will help you.
Okay. Have you in your have you in your sunshine begegnet? I'm not sure begegnet.
It's Lebensweg is in the course of your life.
In your life.
Have you in the course of your life?
Okay, so in the course of your life, in the sunshine.
Where's the sunshine?
Lebenshine.
Okay.
You know, that's the in your in. I'm not sure which was.
Okay, I think that Maurice will help out. Yeah.
Okay, so
Maurice,
the verb is begegnen, to run into, to meet. So it's hast du begegnet. Have you run into trübe Tag, sad days, Unlicht und Sonnenschein, without light and sunshine? Right?
Okay, so where are the sad days?
Trübe Tag are mournful days, dark days.
Okay, yeah. And so
the verb is spread out, hast du, and then later it's begegnet. That's what's tricky about it.
Okay, and then will it there Sturben. Sturren, yeah. Was meant
a storm. A
storm. You know, I knew it as I was reading it then. A storm and rain, I guess. Well, Zoldine, no water. Nicht for. So don't verloren, is that, I know that's a different word for worry, but it sounds like it would be
to lose.
So verloren is lose. So only don't lose your courage. Don't let your courage get lost.
Okay, Maurice, I would like to you just translate it from the beginning so it will make, you know.
Sure. Hast du in dein Lebensweg begegnet? In the course of your life, have you run into trübe Tag, Unlicht und Sonnenschein, mournful days without light or sunshine? Wenn es wird der Sturm und es regnet, when a storm is coming, when a storm is developing and it's raining, soll dein Mut nur nicht verloren werden. Only don't let your courage get lost. Don't lose your courage.
And where is the courage?
Mut.
Mut is courage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got it? Okay.
Got it.
Good.
Okay, good. So, Cookie, will you continue, please?
Weil wenn Regen kommt dir in Weg, when a rain comes your way, dein weißt es kommen
Zunike.
So in other words, lousy days are coming?
No.
Sunny days are coming. Sunny days.
Where's the
word? Rain is coming your way, and then you know that sunny days.
That's the word I don't know. Dunke.
Zunike.
Zunike.
Zunike. I didn't get that first letter. I thought it was a dot. Zunike will come sunny days. Weil wenn es regnet, what's that word?
Schmerz. Yes. Unterdrückt, yes.
Unterdrückt
Now that sentence I want to get before I go on. Weil
Maurice will translate it later. Just go on reading.
Weil in a jeden Tropfen Regen
Yes.
liegt a ganze Yam mit Glück. So if I get that line, while when it rains, Schmerz, unterdrückt, that's those two words. What?
Yes, so unterdrücken is to suppress. It suppresses pain. When it rains, it suppresses pain.
It suppresses pain, okay? While because in every drop of rain lies a lot of joy.
Right. A ganze Yam is a whole ocean.
Joy, a whole
right.
ocean.
Okay. So thank you, Cookie. Marsha, and then Maurice, if you can, from the beginning, you know, so we will get a picture. Marsha, please, yes.
Schmerz.
What?
Schmerz.
Schmerz, pain.
Schmerz. Suffering.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Maurice, if you can just, you know, so we will get the picture. Maurice?
Right. Because when a rain comes to you, it comes your way, then you know that sunny days are coming. Weil wenn es regnet, Schmerz unterdrückt. Because when it rains, it suppresses pain. Weil in a jeden Tropfen Regen, because in every drop of rain, liegt a ganze Yam mit Glück. There lies a whole ocean of happiness.
Okay, good. So let's go on. Julia, can you read, Julia?
Yeah, just a second.
Oh.
Okay. Wenn du siehst, so knitz in Himmel weit, weißt als es kommen nur a gute Zeit, sich nur nicht schrecken vor kein Regen und nur nicht verzweifelt sein, weil noch a Regen kommen bald Sonnenschein.
Good. Can you translate it, or do you want Maurice to do it?
I think Maurice.
Okay.
Sure. Wenn du siehst Wolkens in Himmel weit, when you see clouds far away in the sky, weißt, dass es kommt noch a gute Zeit. You know that a good time is still coming. Sich nur nicht schrecken vor kein Regen. Just don't be afraid of the rain. Und nur nicht verzweifelt sein. And just don't be depressed about it. Weil noch a Regen kommt bald Sonnenschein. Because right after the rain, sunshine comes.
Thank you. Elaine, yes?
I wasn't muted. The word glick, I always thought glick meant luck.
It has both meanings.
Mazel is luck.
Well, I know mazel. I know that.
Glick has both meanings.
So glick also means happiness as well as good luck. Okay.
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay. Henrietta,
good
would you
luck
like
is
to read?
happiness.
Sorry?
No, good luck is happiness. It's that's why you can use them interchangeably.
Maurice, can I just ask you again to just go over the translation quickly, because I'm writing it as you, and I sort of missed it.
Okay.
When you see clouds far away in the sky, you'll know a good time is coming.
Right.
Don't be afraid of the rain.
Good.
Okay, bye-bye.
And nor nicht far, so I don't know. And don't be what?
Don't get depressed.
Okay. Don't be depressed. Okay, because after the rain comes the sunshine. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Henrietta, would you like to read it, please?
She's muted.
Henrietta, you're muted.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, so now.
Weil wenn Regen kommt, in Weg, dann weißt es kommen Sonnigtag. When a rainy day comes, you want me to translate it literally?
Yeah, sure.
While when a rainy day comes, then there will come sunny days.
Yeah.
Weil wenn es regnet, schmerzt unter dich, weil in jeden Treffen Regen liegt a ganze Jahr mit Glück. We read that before.
Yes, and we translated it before.
Okay.
So.
Let me just point out to people the word weil means because.
Pause.
Because. There's a temptation to think that it means while, clearly, but it means because.
Okay. So, Maurice, the other Maurice.
Okay. Wenn du siehst Vulcans in Himmel weit, when you see clouds in the heavens, weißt dass es kommt noch a gute Zeit. The good times are, the good times are coming. Sich nur nicht schrecken vor kein Regen. Don't be terrified of rain.
Great.
Und nur nicht verzweifelt sein. And don't terrified. Don't be terrified.
Yeah, don't be upset. Don't get depressed, right?
Upset, yeah. Weil noch Regen, bald kommen Sonnenschein. And after the rain, the sunshine will come out.
Yeah, good. Thank you. So I think let's listen to it once again. It's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Hast die in dein Lebensweg begegnen, Triebe, Teig und Licht in den Schein. Wenn es wird, hast du in es Regen, soll dein Mut noch nicht
verloren werden.
Weil wenn Regen kommt dir in Weg, dann weiß es kommen sinnige Tag. Weil wenn es regnet, Schmerz unterdrückt, weil in jedem Tropfen Regen liegt, a ganzer Jamm mit Glück, wenn dieses Wolkens in Himmel weit, weiß, als es kommt noch a gute Zeit, sich noch nicht schrecken vor kein Regen, in noch nicht verzweifelt sein, weil noch a Regen kommt bald Sonnenschein, weil wenn a Regen kommt dir in Weg, dann weiß es kommen sinnige Tag, weil wenn es regnet, Schmerz unterdrückt, weil in jedem Tropfen Regen liegt der ganze Jahr mit Glück, wenn dieses Wolkens in Himmel weit, weiß, als es gibt noch a gute Zeit, sich noch nicht schrecken vor kein Regen, in noch nicht verzweifelt sein, weil nur a Regen bald kommt Sonnenschein.
Okay. That was nice. Any question, any comments?
Yes, you know, I heard him in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
I have to say, I would go with my mother and father to every visit of the all these people that sang at the same time, and it was a party, a music theater, a very large theater, and it would fill with Jews. It was a party. It was wonderful.
Okay. And there were many people coming, like many singers and actors coming to Buenos Aires?
All the singers from New York came to Buenos Aires. And I would go with my mother and father and Sully.
Okay. Okay, those are
I'm giving
nice
up my age, but that's okay.
Yeah, but that's nice memories. It's nice memories.
Wonderful memories.
Yeah. Any someone else wants to comment or?
Well, I can say exactly the same in London because Benzion Vittler came to London as well. So yeah.
So you saw him?
Yes, on the stage. Yeah. He was a hero.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't see him, but my parents really loved him. So they had recordings of him and they used to dance with their friends to his song. So I remember the name Benzion Vittler because he was kind of like I don't know, a youthful hero.
A folk hero.
Yes, he was a star. Morris is saying he was a star.
Yeah, a star. He had star power. Yes.
The music is so uplifting.
He was a Mount Zion of entertainers.
Okay. Okay. Any more comments? If not, we are moving to our story about Peru. And is it going to rain again here?
If it's raining in your house, that's a problem.
In Houston, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's just got dark, so I don't know. Anyway, we were reading about this guy who is on a ship, a boat with a Nazi carrying flag boat, and he seeks out the other Jews there, and they become like, you know, boat friendship. And this boat is carrying dynamite and stops in many ports, so it's a very slow trip. And when they're coming to, and I think, and then they're coming to the port in Peru. And I think he was talking about the guana and what they are doing with guana, and Morty explained to us, it was a wonderful explanation last week about what they did with the guano. Anyway, so now they are disembarking, and I'm not sure if we read that. No, we didn't read it, so.
And so
I was jumping ahead. Yeah.
Ich habe eine Frage. If this was a ship, it was a Nazi ship, do we know what time frame was this?
Yeah, we have exactly the time frame, because the Nazis came to power in 1933, and he writes here that it was before the Nuremberg laws, and the Nuremberg laws were in 1935. I don't remember exactly the months. I'm not sure if it was July or November. I'm not exactly sure. So it's between 33 and 35. That's the time frame. Okay.
So the Nuremberg laws were when everything started happening?
It started happening before. The Nuremberg laws just gave it, you know, the stempele of the law. But it happened even before. It happened even before 33.
Yeah.
I think a couple of thousand years ago, I remember.
Yeah.
You were there, I guess.
You remember correctly.
Good memory.
Exactly what were the Nuremberg laws? Exactly what?
Exactly what were the laws out to deal with Jews, you know, where Jews became outsider. what to do, with the Jewish doctors, Jewish...
It legalized the persecution.
The persecution.
And it was April of...
April?
No, it was September.
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. That was...
September 1935.
September. And also that you cannot marry Jewish people, you cannot hire Jewish people, you cannot use Jewish Geschäften, like, you cannot go into a Jewish store or buy from Jews or do any business with Jews. That was,
yeah, you couldn't work for Jews, not,
So those were the laws, and slowly they started, taking you to camps. So the camps started even before the war started. And the camps were not only for Jews, they were for communists, they were for gypsies as well,
right.
for homosexuals, so.
And that's when we began to hear rumors.
Right.
The rumors began a lot later, I think. Rumors became a lot later.
So Nuremberg is a city? Is that a city?
Nuremberg is a city in Germany.
Yeah.
Very
it was
good.
Also the site of the tribunal following the war.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think it was done,
specifically.
Yeah, specifically the tribunal was chosen to be in Nuremberg, like kind of a symbol. So, and there is this wonderful but very heavy and depressing, I don't know, movie that is the Nuremberg Laws. Yeah.
The Nuremberg Trials.
It's a very good movie.
Right. It's a good movie.
Judgment at Nuremberg.
Judgment at Nuremberg. Yes, Judgment at Nuremberg. It's a very good movie. That's right.
It's depressing, but it's very wise.
Yeah.
Very, it really is a compelling. I've seen it several times, and it's just really worth what you go through to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we are back, I think, on this boat that is coming to a port in Peru. And let's where am I? Share screen. And here. And I will just do it in one moment. I will enlarge it, okay? Page 42. Okay, it's okay. It's big enough or more?
No, make it bigger.
Bigger. Okay, now it's okay. So we are here, both Nenter.
What page are we?
42.
Thank you.
And I marked it with blue. I marked it here. Vos Nenter. Okay?
Okay.
So, okay. Morty, can you please start? Morty?
Sorry, I was muted.
You were muted, I see.
Ja.
Was Nenter?
Okay. Was Nenter zum größten Peruaner Port Callao als verpesterter wird die Luft. The closer you got to the Peruvian port of Callao, the worse the air became.
But that's because of the guano that we talked about.
Right, right. Weil sie die Guano Reges kommt noch zu der schrecklicher Gestank von der Sterne in andere Quallen.
Can you remind us of what it was that caused the bad air? What the guanos?
It was the guano is the droppings of the birds in the island.
Shit.
Okay, got it.
It was accumulated for hundreds of years. Okay, because in addition to the smell of the guano, there comes the terrible stink of the Strenners. I don't know what Strenners is.
I found like sea stars.
Sea stars?
That's what I found. I'm not sure. I found sea stars.
An under.
But I have it with a question mark. So
yeah,
I'm
some kind of fish
or animal in the sea.
sea animal.
Starfish. Maybe
Yom
starfish.
Yeah. Sternum is stars.
Stars, right?
So
Maybe
starfish, maybe.
Sterns is stars, but well, could be, or could be an idea of the writer too. I don't remember sea stars smelling like that. What? Okay, let me stop there for a moment. In addition to the guano, there were plants that processed anchovies, which were huge amounts for animal feeds, and that also stank.
Yeah.
What are
So I
fallen? What are
I think that
fallen?
I think that
Waves.
he's talking about that really, rather than sea stars.
Waves.
The whole thing.
It's not the quallen here is not waves, it's
No.
sources.
Sources, yeah.
Oh, and
Dwelling
other sources.
In this case.
Other sources.
Yeah, and other sources. Welche bedecken auf a großen Schettach die Wassern beim Port Callao, which covered large areas of the waters near the port of Callao. As ich hab der Herd, as unser Schiff wird zu lieb dem Dynamit gar nicht reingelost in port, as I heard that because of the cargo of dynamite, the ship would not be allowed to come into the port und muss bleiben kemat 2 Wochen, and it needs to stay there for 2 weeks, 5 mul weit inmitten Jam Farenbrek, 5 miles away from the shore, habe ich fest beschlossen, rüber zu fahren zu der neunter Hauptstadt, Lima. I immediately decided to go over to the nearest main city of Lima, in dort bleiben die ganze Zeit, and there to stay for the whole period. The guano luft by the Peruaner Hitzen, they smell the air and smell of the guano in the Peruvian heat is gewesen a bisschen zu viel for my nose. Was a little bit too much for my nose und meine Lungen and my lungs and my lungs.
Go on a bit more, please.
Okay, mein Bärensohn hat die letzte Tag sehr wenig gewesen. My Bärensohn had in the last few days shown himself very little in salon. He showed himself very little in the salon. In Afili gegessen bei sich in Kabine, and even stayed in his cabin to eat. Durch der Tier hat mir erklärt. Through the door, he explained to me, as ihm fehlt gar nicht, that he doesn't lack for anything, nor vertrugt nicht die Luft in bleibt lieber bei sich in Zimmer. But he cannot stand the air and would rather stay in his room. Nor as unser Schiff ist schon umgekommen in die Wassern von Callao. However, when our ship came into the waters of Callao, und auf dem Deck haben sich gewiesen die Vertreter von der Sanitarer, and in the ship showed up the workers of the sanitation und Breckpolizei and border police, is mein Baldaber der Schienen in einem Salon begleit von der Ober Steward. My friend, Baldaber, not my friend, but the guy I spoke with, showed himself in Salon and was welcomed by the head officer, mit a größer Zahl Chemodanes, with a large quantity of suitcases und elegante valises and elegant suitcases.
Okay, thank you.
Chemodanes is really like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a travel box.
Yeah, a travel box.
We call it a trunk, no?
An elegant
trunk or a
yes,
coffer.
a trunk.
A
But
coffer.
also, just a moment, Baglite is accompanied, not welcomed, is accompanied. It was accompanied by the head steward.
By the head steward. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Hat freundlich begrüßt die Polizeioffizieren. He greeted friendly the officers of the police und dem Doktor von dem Port, and the port doctor. Welche, who, wie es hat sich herausgewiesen, as it showed, as it came up, haben ihn gut gekannt. They already,
But they knew that.
Yeah.
Knew that guy that was hiding.
He was very well known to them.
Right.
They haben in lange.
Police came.
Huh?
I see the end, but I'm waiting for Morty to get to the end of the sentence.
Yeah. Weil sie haben lange Schries abgestampelt sein Pass, because they didn't take much time to stamp his passport, nicht ständig ihm in die Formule oft sinnige Caches, and not asking him to fill out the form with unsinnige.
Unsinnige is senseless.
Yes, okay. Selfless questions. Mit welche mitchen die Passagieren, with which they create problems for the passengers in alle Porten von der Welt, in every port in the world.
Can I?
Okay, thank you, Morty. Just a
Raise
moment.
your hand, Bonnie.
Yeah, just a moment,
sorry.
because I have other people before you.
Sorry.
I hear you. I will call on you. Steve.
Yeah, I just have a question about the head stevedore. Did I misread that he was, let me just find it again, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Riber Zeuder mit der größten Zahl. He's describing him as having big teeth or a big tooth, or did I misread that?
A large quantity.
A large quantity, a big number.
A large quantity of coffers and elegant suitcases.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Barbara?
Okay, so I'm a little confused with regard to mentioning these elegant suitcases. Is this a bribe of some kind or?
No, you have to understand what is happening here is that he's been to Europe for quite a while.
Yeah.
And he's bringing for his family many things.
Yes.
Many of the things are in the coffers, but in the elegant suitcases, probably the finer things.
Okay, so I thought perhaps some of these suitcases were for the officials. That's what I was questioning.
For the officials, he probably gave money.
Yeah, you can bet on it.
Well, it could be inside them. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, Bonnie, yes?
So, yeah, hold on.
I'm holding on.
Okay. Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Muchet. Was ist das?
Muchen is kind of,
kind of struggle with something.
I always thought it was like pestering.
Yes.
Pestering.
That's good.
It's a good word.
Messing with.
It's a
like
good word.
When somebody messes with you.
Yeah.
Well, the forms were a pest for the travelers.
Yeah. Okay.
And can I ask? And also, it sounds so familiar. Stellendeck.
Where do you see the Stellendeck?
It's on the line right above.
Nicht Stellendeck. That they didn't ask him to stella Frage is to ask someone something.
so stellen is to ask, or
stellen is to, in this case, it's to present to somebody the form. But in this case, they didn't ask him to fill out the form or anything. They didn't even give him the form.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, they know him.
Yeah.
Okay. Barbara, can you continue?
Oh, if I gotta find my place.
Hier. Als alle Formalitäten.
Okay, see, I'm looking at my own paper. So that's
okay. So
yeah. Maybe if you want to call on somebody, and I'll try to find my way along the way.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay, Karen, can you read it, please? As alle hier, I'm marking it.
Oh, okay.
Karen, please.
Okay. Und als alle Formalitäten.
It's seinen. The sign here is not clear.
Seinen derleidigt oder derleidigt geworden und euch, ich habe mit Masel bekommen dem Stempel auf den Pass und Karte, and as all the formalities were
finished,
were taken care of, and I also had with luck received the stamp on the pass and a card. As ich meg arois Affenbreg, frank und frei, as I was able to get onto the shore free.
Frank and frei is like, free as a bird or without any restraint.
At my free will.
Yeah, my free will, yeah.
Ist zu mir zugegangen, Berenson approached me, hat erklärt, als wohnt ständig Leben Lima auf Zuckerplantatia. He explained to me or declared to me that he lives right near Lima on a sugar plantation. Und als lad mich ein zu sich als Gast auf die paar Wochen, and he invites me to be his guest for the couple of weeks. Was die Schiff bleibt liegen in die Wasseren fahren port, while the ship stays in the water at the port. Hat die Einladung gemacht in Asa Form, als ich habe nicht gefunden, kein Wärter ihm abzuwogen. He invited me in such a way that I could not find any words to refuse him.
Yeah.
Und also haben wir sich reingesetzt, bald mit unserer Sachen in a motor launcher, maybe motor launch, and so we sat ourselves down with our things in a motor, a little motorboat, a motor launch, und Ariber gefahren zum Port. and went and traveled across to the port. In der
Aduana.
What
That's
is this?
customs. Customs.
Customs, okay.
Haben die Zollbeamter kemat nicht übergeguckt unsere Sachen. The officer, the customs officer, barely looked over our things. Berenson is euch dort gewesen gut bekannt. Berenson also here knew him well.
Was one.
A show später sind wir gesessen in a großen bequemen Auto. An hour later, we were sitting in a big, comfortable automobile. Was hat schon auf uns gewartet beim Port, which was already waiting for us at the port. Und losendig hinter sich ganze Vulcans Stoib and leaving behind a whole cloud of dust.
Yes.
Eat my dirt. Zu der Sugarplantatia. We traveled to the sugar plantation.
Good, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, Morty, were there a lot of sugar plantation in Peru?
Yes, there were quite a few. From Lima to the north, about I'd say about 500 or 600 kilometers, it was all sugar plantations. Large sugar plantations.
And was it a place where Jews work, or it was just...
No. At that time, you have to remember that in the 1930s, the Jewish community in Peru was relatively new. Most of the immigrants, at least the Ashkenazi immigrants, had come in the 20s. So most of them were just starting to make a decent living, and maybe a few were traveling salesmen. But as it was a relatively new community, Jews didn't go in those areas.
Okay. So just just for the background, so we will get
Sure.
Okay, Elaine, that's you.
Yeah, of their Peruaner estancia at the Peruvian residence. Als es mir vorgekommen, kimat wie a cholem. Everything happened to me like a dream. Mit etliche Schott zurück, several hours ago, bin ich gesessen auf a nazischer Lastschiff. Several hours ago, I was seated on a Nazi, I don't know what a Lastship, some kind of a ship,
but
I don't.
A cargo ship.
A cargo. Oh, okay. On a Nazi cargo ship. Und jetzt fuhr ich in a wildfremden Land mit a wildfremden Menschen. And now I'm traveling in a wild, strange, foreign land with a wild.
Wild is not wild. It
is not. What is it?
Wild is
wild.
It's how to translate. It's like a wilde Haie.
I know. I thought a wilde Haie is a wild animal.
is a wild animal, but in this case, in this context, wildfremd means completely strange. Something completely strange.
Completely. Yeah. Okay, completely. Okay. So I'm traveling in a completely foreign land, strange land, with a completely foreign person.
Strange person.
A strange person, right?
Not strange, sorry. A complete stranger, really.
Yeah,
complete stranger. Okay. Okay.
No, friend is plural. A mention is plural.
No.
No. It's the object.
It's the object. Yeah, it's one.
It's in the dative case, so it's a because it says will fremden mention, so it's
It's the dativus. No.
Yeah. Von wemmen ich weiß absolut gar nicht, of whom I know absolutely nothing. Nor as is a Yid, only that he's a Jew. For in Midbar Gegegend, traveling in a desert area, to unbekannte Menschen, to unfamiliar people. Die ganze Geschichte, the whole story, is given Emise Aventura. It was a true adventure. Gicher gepasst for a young Bucher, rather suitable for a young man, nicht for mir, but not for me. Schon a Mensch in the Joren, also an older man, in a bestimmter sozialer Position, also in a set social. I already have my social position. I didn't know how to bestimmter set social position. I already have my social position. No.
Oh, I think in a set social position.
Okay.
He was already set in his ways.
Okay, yeah. Nor dom sin.
Dos.
Oh, dos. I'm sorry. Nor does Zigeuner blood, which is only a little gypsy blood, was steckt a bissel in jeden, which is a little bit deep in every Jew. Die Negerigkeit von Journalist und der tiefer Interesse. The curiosity of a journalist and the deeper interest was hat in mir bewegt, geweckt, which awakened in me der stiller Wortkarger und Vertrag der Berenson. Okay, so I think it woke up in me something about the quiet, taciturn, pensive Berenson, but I don't quite understand. I guess his curiosity, it awoke his curiosity, and Berenson was evidently
about this guy.
Yeah, about him, and he was very he was a word miser. So taciturn was what I came up with. Okay.
It's ge. It's a gimel.
Okay. Die Geheimnischen was ringlen sein Person. The secrets that surrounded his person. Das alles hat mich bewogen. Bewogen, it's a gimel. It's really hard, the gimmels and the nuns. Bewogen anzunehmen die Einladung Berensons zu besuchen sein Estancia. All of this influenced me, occupied me to accept, to take hold of, to accept the Berenson's invitation to look for, I don't know, to look for his
to visit.
Oh, to visit, besuchen, yeah, to visit his residence.
Good. Good. Hard work. Good. Any questions until now?
Yeah, estancia. When I was in Argentina, we went to an estancia, and I thought it was a ranch in Spanish, but Morty.
Well,
it is.
Estancia actually is mostly used in Argentina as a word for a residence in a farm or a ranch. He is using the same word for a farm in Peru. I would have never used in Peru. I would have never used the word estancia for a ranch house. You know,
okay.
It's used mostly in Argentina, and probably that's why he's using it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Michael, would you like to continue, please?
Sure. Der Weg zu der Plantage hat geführt durch grüne steppes. The road to the plantation led through green steppe. Auf welchem man hat nicht gesehen kein Bäume, on which no trees were seen. Der Weg ist gewesen sandig. The road was sandy, nicht brückiert, not paved. Und unser Auto hat sich gemusst langsam schleppen, and our car had to actually drag itself slowly, weil die Räder sind oft eingesunken in tiefen, feuchten Sand, because the wheels often sunk into the deep, soft sand. Bergenson had kemat gar nicht geredet. Bergenson didn't said hardly anything, nor Angel beantwortet auf einige meiner Fragen, but answered monosyllabically some of my questions.
So just a moment, Michael. I see, Morty, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to add a comment. The whole coast of Peru is mainly desert, with the small exception of a few rivers that come from the high mountains towards the Pacific Ocean. But most of the area, most of the coast from the northern border to the southern border is all desert.
Okay.
That's why he mentions the fact there about how the road looks.
Okay, thank you. It makes it clearer. Thanks. Okay, Michael, please go on. Sorry for the interruption.
Ich habe sich der Wust. I got to know, as lebt schon in der Gegend hecher 20 Jahre, that he's been living in this area more than 20 years. As ist der Verwalter von einer größeren Estancia und Zuckerplantatia, that he is the representative of a large ranch, I take it, and sugar plantation, welche gehört zu einer Almona, that belongs to a widow von einer reichen Peruaner, a widow of a rich Peruvian, was ist mit etlichen Jahren zurück gestorben von einer Schlangenbiss, who died a few years previously from a snake bite. Bergenson, Bergenson, hat eine Frau und Kinder, has a wife and kids. Zwei sehen, 2 sons, und eine Tochter and a daughter, welche sind schon geboren, da auf der Estancia, who were born on this estate. Das ist gemacht als, that's about all, was ich hauptsächlich erfusst, unterwegs in Meshach von die 8 schon. This is about all that I got to know on the way in the course of the 8 hours of our journey. Was hat gedauert, unsere Reise that our journey took. Die Tshuva hat man gedacht, rausreißen von dem Mamash wie mit Zwangen. One really had to pull out the answers from him as if with pliers. or pincers. Es hat sich gefühlt, es fällt, als immer schwer zu reden über der Tate,
Thema.
über der Thema wegen seiner Familie. It seemed that it was difficult for him to discuss the topic about his family. Ich habe gespürt, I felt, als da muss liegen eine tiefe Tragödie, that I felt, that I sensed that, that a deep tragedy must lie here.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Morty, you want to add anything?
No, sorry,
the end is
well,
from.
I could just mention that at that time, most of the large estates, sugar estates in the in the northern coast of Lima belonged, in fact, to very rich old white families from Peru. Eventually, in the 1960s, with land reform, that got already distributed and yeah, cut out.
Okay, thank you. Barbara, you found the place?
Hey, let's hope so. Are we es hat sich gefühlt? Is that where we are?
Der erste Mensch.
Okay, der Mensch, wenn wir haben getroffen, schon Gore, knownt bei der Estancia. I guess the first person with whom I became acquainted closely.
No, that we met. That we
met? Okay.
Yes.
On the estancia.
Close.
Near the estancia.
Oh, near the estancia. Okay, you're going to have to help me. I apologize.
Yeah, that's okay.
Everybody has been just spectacular. I've been listening. It's been wonderful. Is given an alter Gallic, a priest.
Gallic.
Was an old priest. Mit a Groben. Let's see. Mit a Groben stecken in their hand. With a thick stick or cane in his hand.
Yeah.
Af zijn nose hat getrogen alt modesje. Where are we?
Moeredik.
Moeredik.
Oh, Moeredik, it's a mem. Moeredik, große brillen, and old fashioned. And what does Moeredik mean?
Moeredik is frightening, literally, but in this case it means large, very large.
Yeah, very large glasses. Und gegangen ist auf den Weg mit
Vorsichtige.
Yeah, okay. So and
careful.
He carried himself with careful steps, and es hat ausgesehen, looked as wie wollte etwas auf der gas gesucht, and he looked somewhat on the road.
It looked because his head was down. It looked like he was looking for something on the street, on the pavement.
Oh, that he was looking for something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Val. Weil gekocht hat erop zu der Erz, because he was looking down, as you remarked. Okay. Unser Chauffeur hat mit groß. What is this word?
But how do you say it in Yiddish?
Which means?
With great respect.
Okay.
With great respect.
Your office. Okay. A jurist, dem Gallic, and greeted the priest. Berenson hat aufgenommen sein Panama hat und mit ihr a Wank getrun.
A Wunk.
A Wunk getrun, friendlich. And Berenson took off his Panama hat and to her
and with the hat
and with the hat, okay, made a winked friendly to the old person. Welke God zich tief umgedreht, who bowed, right, say deeply.
No, umgedreht, changed direction. No.
Oh, he changed direction. Okay, I really got it right, didn't I? When ich bin spann dem alten.
No, spannen zurück. Spannen zurück.
Oh, spannen zurück. You can't believe what I hear here on this paper. Sorry, dem alten, welcher hat sich takiv umgedreht und ungeheuben, spannen zurück zum dem. Is that right?
Yeah.
Join.
Zum Schiff?
Join.
Join.
Okay, somebody's going to have to do this. No one.
Nonten. Boinenhuis.
Boinenhaus. Somebody, you will not believe what happened here. I won't go into it, but if somebody could translate
no problem. So the Berenson took off his Panama and he winked to the priest, and the priest immediately turned around and started walking back to the already
mentioned.
Morty, yes?
Already mentioned.
Yeah. The non.
No.
It's
to the nearby house.
To the nearby house. So the priest was walking from the house onward. But when he saw Berenson and
he turned around.
He turned around and was starting to walk back. Okay. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you very much for your patience.
No problem. Louisa, can you continue, Louisa?
I'll try. Wir sind bald zugefahren zu einer befarbter Hilzerner Gebäude, welche ist...
Okay, translate it and then I will change the page.
We immediately traveled to a nicer white painted Hilzener wooden house, is it?
Yeah.
Building.
Yeah. Building. Gebäude is a building.
Okay.
The wooden building, which is...
Welche is gestanden, which stood in a
no, it's a P. It's a P. Louisa, it's a P.
Oh,
Prachtvollen.
What does it mean? Prachtvollen.
Really beautiful. Extremely beautiful.
Oh, didn't know that word. Standing garden.
No.
Schottendick.
Shady garden.
Herumgezäunt mit hohen drottenem Ploit. So it was this garden, herumgezäunt. I really don't know that word. Surrounded by a high drottenem Ploit. Help, please.
Ploit is a fence.
So this garden.
And Drottenem, I can see what it is. I don't know.
Wire fence.
It's wrought iron, I think.
It's a
No, wooden is wire.
So it can be wrought iron fence. Yeah.
So the house had this big garden with a wrought iron fence.
Yes.
Beim Hereingang ist gestanden mit einem Schirm in der Hand, a schwarzhaarige, ein bisschen dickliche Dame mit wunderschöne schwarze Augen. A Frau.
No, let's translate it because it's a very long sentence.
Okay, so by the entrance stood with a sunny, well, how do we do?
Umbrella.
A parasol. A
Oh, a
parasol.
parasol. In her hand, a dark-haired, a little dickliche, I don't know what dickliche means.
A little bit thick, fatty, heavy, a little bit fat.
Okay, so a little, okay,
a little bit fat.
A lady with beautiful, wonderfully beautiful dark eyes. A
Black eyes, black eyes.
Black eyes, schwarze.
Yeah, you're right. Black eyes. A Frau in mittlere Jahren, a lady or a wife in her middle ages, right?
Yes, yes.
Jahren und leben ihr a schlanke, heuche, brunette Mädel in a red costume mit an eleganten Beichel in hand. So the lady, the dark lady with the lady with the dark, beautiful eyes, and with her, Leben ira. What is Leben here?
Near
next
to her.
By
at her side, actually.
By her side was is it slender?
Slender, yes.
Slender, tall, brunette girl with a red outfit.
No,
a riding outfit.
Riding outfit. Sorry. In a riding outfit with an elegant Beichel, I don't know what Beichel is.
Whip.
With a very elegant whip in hand.
Because she was riding.
Right. Das seien gewesen die Frau und die Tochter von mein Schiffsbekannten. So these were the wife and the daughter of my acquaintance from the ship, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Berenson hat mich vorgestellt, die Damen. Berenson introduced me to the ladies.
Yes.
Welche haben mich freundlich begrüßt, who greeted me in a friendly way. In dem Augenblick, or is it Augenblick? Or,
yes. Yeah. At that moment.
In dem Augenblick ist zugekommen zu dem Teuer der alter Gala mit die große Brillen. So at that moment came to the door the old priest with the big, what is the brillen?
Spectacles.
Big glasses.
Ihm hat man mir vorgestellt und wir seien alle rein im Haus. Also, to him, they introduced me, and we all went into the house.
Thank you. Marsha, that's yours.
A gelb-schwarze Pion hat mich raufgeführt in erste Goren in mein Zimmer. It was a yellow black person led me upstairs to my room where I didn't get that far.
In the ersten Gorn, it's on the first floor.
Was not the second floor, it was the first floor.
Oh.
Okay. Wenn ich sich bisschen abgewaschen, Face.
No.
No.
Punem.
Von dem Stub von weg. When I washed up a little bit from the dust from the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Und übergetun.
Und changed over. Und
Yes.
Changed my clothes.
Yes.
Changed my clothes into not so cool. He was all dusty and dirty. Farmir is showing geworden Chlor, die
No. It's like English.
Tragedie.
Oh, die Tragedie von mein
Baldaver.
For me, it was also clear from my acquaintance, the person that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Die Freude seine ist bestimmt gewesen christliche und
Berenson.
Oh, that's his name, Berenson. Ist geblieben a Yid oder sich gestimmt?
Geschmadet.
Yeah. His wife was a Christian woman. When he was Jewish, but was he ashamed?
No. But he
converted.
It's a question. Did he remain Jewish or did he converted?
Oh, okay.
Converted. So he said his wife is bestimmt gewesen, so she clearly was a Christian. And the question is if he remained Jewish or not.
Die Anwesenheit, how do I say that?
Anwesenheit, yeah.
Die Anwesenheit von dem alten Galach ist die alten Galach in Stub ist gewesen genug verdächtigt.
Yeah, verdächtigt, yeah.
The old priest in the house was questionable.
Was suspicious enough.
Was suspicious.
Just a moment. Anwesenheit, guys. The appearance, is it the appearance?
The presence of the priest.
The presence of the priest. Yes, it was suspicious enough. Go on.
Mich hat.
Mir.
I'm here. Mir hat schon angehäuben zu verdrissen die ganze
Aventure.
The Aventure. It was clear to me, the adventure.
No.
No, upset me.
Yeah.
The whole adventure started to upset me.
The whole adventure started to upset me. Welche your somebody's reading with me.
Yeah, I cannot decide who it is.
Okay.
Let's read with our mind, not with our mouth.
Unschuldig.
So, okay, you're gone. Welche gute Jahr?
Your haben mich der
verschleppt.
verschleppt. in Uneckveld und hat ein Haus von Meshumet.
Meshumet.
Okay. Where do I start? I want to go back.
Welche gute Jahr?
How many good years?
No. In this case, it's equivalent to what the hell.
Yeah.
It was verschleppt in Eckveld. He was brought to this end of the world, Eckveld.
Yeah. In Ois von Meshumet, in the house of a converted one.
Oh, yes, in the arms of the converted one. Was will ich what will I do?
Vision.
Wissen die Goyim? What will I do amongst the Goyim, the Gentiles? Und in a weiter
Estancia.
Oh, the estancia. Yeah, I looked up that word. The estancia. It's a large private plot of land used for farming or raising cattle or sheep.
Okay. In Peru.
In Peru. Ganz Zeit. The whole 2 weeks, the ganze Wochen, 2 Wochen. Was für
Magamasha.
Was für Magamasha hat ich mit die Doseke wild fremde Menschen, the strange people.
What kind of dealings do I have with these strange people? Okay. Thank you, Marsha. Yeah, hard work. Thank you. Okay, we will stop here.
I have a question.
Yes. Okay.
What is Gail Schwarzer? You mean at the top?
I think Gail Schwarz is colored. It means colored, I think. Anyone has any?
What'd you say, Minna? I didn't hear you.
I think it is a colored person.
Or does it mean a Asian, yellow, black?
No. Can I interject?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
In this case, it's probably, first he's talking about the worker there. And workers in the North, many times, originally, Black people had been brought to Peru to work in farms. And the Chinese people were also brought to Peru for other types of work. And he's probably talking about a Black guy who has Asian features.
Okay.
I think I think the author refers to him, Elaine, I guess, that a man or whoever translated that. But the word is peon, I think, isn't it, Morty?
Yeah. In Spanish, peon means a worker.
A lowly worker, right?
A lowly worker, right. A low rank worker. Or a farmhand, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bonnie and then Elaine. Bonnie.
Yeah. Meshumer.
No, Meshumed with a D at the end. Meshumed.
Meshumed. And what is that again? Oh, there
That's
it is.
A Jewish man that has converted to another religion.
Oh.
And by the way, it's a derogative term.
Okay, Bonnie.
No, that's a dunk.
Okay, Elaine.
What does Doziger mean? I can't get that.
This very.
This very okay. I every time I come across it, I cannot remember it. I don't know why. Okay.
Okay, it will take time and it will sink in.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Listen, Elaine,
remember
every time
the
you learn a new
phrase-
word, a word that you knew already is just going to fall out the other ear. Trust me.
That's
Remember the
exactly what
phrase-
happens.
I know.
Remember the phrase, die Dozeke Nacht von Pesach.
Yeah,
Okay.
special night.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Barbara.
I just wanted to comment. It's interesting that how you see things different in different cultures. I really appreciate what Morty said about the Gel Schwarz, because in American culture, if you were to translate that, I think you would think of a quadroon. Or
I was going to say mulatto. A
Well,
mulatto.
Yes,
yeah,
a mulatto
well,
or
if it was
quadroon.
1952,
Excuse me?
you would say that if it was 1952.
You would say that earlier too. In the United States.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will-
Thank you, Morty, for clearing that up for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
that.
we will continue reading it probably for the next 2 weeks, which is good, falls exactly with my plans for Shavuos. Any more questions, comment about the story, about what we are learning here? Questions for Morty, maybe?
My only comment is, why are the sentences paragraphs?
Well,
You could ask the same question of William Faulkner.
That's just...
It's
a stylistic choice. You know,
Yeah,
it's the way he writes.
Yeah,
So-
but that's very difficult for us, yeah.
Yes.
They're
Yeah,
so
Louisa?
long and convoluted.
I got news.
that's
I got
right.
news for you. Reading Faulkner, if you're a native English speaker, is also very, very difficult.
Yes.
You know, worthwhile
Stream of
sometimes,
consciousness,
but no, it's not stream of consciousness. But it's you know, he writes very densely and he writes very long thoughts, and I mean, it's not like Joyce who does stream of consciousness, but it's you know, but it's you know, it's not light reading for the beach. I don't know that this is or it isn't, but that's his style. The stylistic choice here is to write these longer thoughts and longer ideas, you know, moving forward. So it's a stylistic thing. It doesn't make it easier for us, but that's not his job.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Okay, Louisa and then Marsha. Louisa?
Yeah, I think that is due to the Germanic influence because the spelling is also Germanic. So that
So many of the words have
absolutely
Germanic origins.
right.
Yeah.
Louisa,
The spelling is Germanic, and there are just many enclosed clauses, one inside the other.
Right.
I think that this is simply German influence.
Wasn't all, I mean, until sort of Klal Yiddish or the standardized spelling of Yivo, wasn't most of the spelling Germanic, you know, with the hey instead of a yud and stuff?
No, it depends on the area. It depends where it was done, when it was published, where it was published. It just depends on the area. Yeah.
Right, right.
Okay. Yeah, Cookie.
What does kimat?
Almost.
Can I interject? People weren't translating it as almost. They were using something else.
Kimat is almost.
Okay, because I was listening for it. I thought it was almost, but I was hearing something.
Okay, maybe, you know, we just didn't pay attention to a word or so, because it's not an easy translation, so maybe we just skipped it.
It amazes me that many of you read so much better than I. I couldn't even read to begin with. And yet I know words because we had the conversation constantly. I know words a lot of you who read very well don't know. You know?
You're right. You're right,
Reading is not the issue. I mean, you know, reading is not the, especially if we know some Hebrew.
Yeah,
it's easy to read. It's not easy to understand. You know?
But I always get such a kick out of it when there's a word nobody knows, other than, of course, those who are really
those
educated.
that know, other than those that know.
I know what it means, And all of you read so much better than and I know what the word means. I get a kick, but that's because we.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful. You get something of the class.
I
it's
just
good.
spoke to somebody yesterday in Yiddish. She hadn't heard it in so many years. I thought she was going to start to cry. Comes also from. She says, I haven't heard it. She says, I understand it, but it can't come out of my mouth. That's what they all say. It can't come out of my mouth. But
I'm sorry, I have to leave.
Yeah, okay. Thank
Have
you,
a nice week
Morty.
and see
See
you
you
Tuesday.
next week.
Thanks, Morty.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Marty.
lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's a
very welcome.
fabulous story.
Thank you.
Marsha, yes,
Thank you.
Marsha.
Yes, I found it very difficult. I had 3 pages of notes, but then when I wanted to look to see what the word was, I couldn't find. I had some transliteration to help me and everything, and I couldn't find. I have to try to memorize things more because I can't rely on these papers. They don't always, help me out when I need them.
I know.
But
Me.
okay, I'll keep trying. And I just also wanted to I put a note in the chat. So please, anybody who wants to come to my Musikalische Yiddish Vinkl on Sunday, please come. We need all the people that are interested to come and enjoy. A Shenem Dank.
Okay. Elaine.
Is I assume that you got this text from the Yiddish Book Center.
I got this text from Morty, and it's from the Yiddish Book Center.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Because it's really, really difficult. Is it? When you do it, when you read it, do you just do it online? Is it better online than the way?
No.
Okay.
I
So
print it out, and you see, I work on it. I
Yeah.
translate words that I don't know. And
yeah,
so
but
you can,
I
you
guess
can
what I'm
see-
asking is if you see like the nuns and the gimmels, it's the men.
this I don't.
It's the same even if you look at it online.
Yes, it's this, of course.
Okay, I
because
thought
printed
maybe it was because that's the way it prints, but it's
no.
really hard.
Yeah, I know, but that's how it is printed, So if the publishing house, the typeset,
I got it. Yeah, I mean,
was
because
not
like
clear.
Yeah,
so
no,
you
this.
have the nun or
Yeah.
the gimel.
Well, it's the nuns, the gimmels, the mem, Sophie,
Yeah.
and the
So
Tanakh,
it
and
just-
also the kuf. The half of the time the kuf
Yes.
gets cut
So
off,
it
and
just, it depends on the typeset of how it was done. And the Yiddish Book Center cannot do anything because they
Right,
just,
right,
they are
yeah.
digitizing it as it is.
Right,
They don't
right,
have
which
the
is
time.
wonderful. It's wonderful that they have it, and we have it at our
But,
disposal.
some-
But it's just difficult. It's just very difficult.
Something, okay, no, this is not a good, I just want to see something like you see, this is a clearer type. This is a clear, but it depends on how it was done.
And
So
it also,
when-
it depends on the quality of the printing
Exactly.
press.
So when
and
you
on
will
the,
get, you will get this story, you won't have this problem. But it depends. It just depends on how it was.
Yeah, I just thought maybe it was because that's the way it prints, but
No.
like. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Luisa is. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to do with the fact that the resolution is not as good as the resolution that we have today. I work with a lot of newspapers in Ladino, for example, and I have to have it constantly enlarge it many, many times and use a magnifying glass sometimes to be able to distinguish between the letters. So it's not a problem of us, it's a general problem that has to do with the way those old Hebrew printed materials read today. The other comment that I wanted to make has to do with somebody was asking earlier about the Germanic constructions. And I think that in many of the art stories that we have read in these years that Mina has brought to us, even way after the standardization of the Yiddish spelling, there were still people, because I check that, I always check the time, when was this written? And they disregarded the Russian or Polish oriented standardization rules because they were probably from a Germanic area and they were continuing to write in the Yiddish, the Germanic fashion that they were used to writing. At the same time, there was the Russian school of writing, which was actually different to the one that was the standard Yiddish writing. So it's chaotic. Everybody was writing the way that they wanted to write. And to this day, we see the consequences. And the same thing happens with Ladino, because the problem is directly related to the difficulty that has to do with the Hebrew letters themselves to be transliterated. That is the source of the problem.
Thank you.
Difficult
Louisa, when did Yivo do this? I was under the impression that Yivo did the standardization fairly modernly, fairly late.
Yeah, they did.
1925.
Oh, I thought it might
actually in 1904 they had the Congress.
No, 1908. The Congress was 1908. Yivo was established 1925, and so let's say a couple of years afterwards.
Okay, so it might have been even as late as like the 1930s.
But I would say that the example of Yivo standardization, I think, according to what I have seen, is really Sholem Aleichem's writings. You know, when you read Sholem Aleichem, it's the way to write.
And he wrote in
because
so.
and
he wrote mostly when
much later in, I think, Mina remind me when
1960 something, 1860 something.
No.
To 19, no, not 60 something. Say it's early. 1880s around to 19.
But I personally, maybe because I'm so used to reading Sholem Aleichem, maybe for that reason, I don't know. But to me, he's the standard of the embodiment. But
but he must have written before.
Yeah, before Yivo. Before Yivo, because he died before Yivo was established.
I know,
Yeah. He died in 1916. Yivo was established 25, so it was before.
Yeah, you're right. He was born in 1859.
59, yeah. So he probably started writing the beginning of the 80s.
But you know, for some reason, you know, when I was going to the Hebrew school and we were reading Yiddish back then, it just seemed like the easier way of reading.
We will talk about it when we read for Shavuos. I have a story by Sholem Aleichem, a funny story by Sholem Aleichem. So we will be able to talk about it here. I already printed it out, didn't work on it yet, but
if I may add something, I read that even during the era of the Soviet Union and the Soviets tried to infringe upon the decisions of the Jewish Congress that decided on how to write, because they were trying to force those who were writing in Yiddish not to use the Hebrew words exactly as they appear on the text in Hebrew. They were trying to make them write the Hebrew words in a phonetic way so that those who were in Russia and did not know Hebrew would be able to read and understand the Hebrew anyway. And they changed the number of letters. So everybody was doing whatever they wanted. And in many cases, as in this case, there were political reasons as well.
Yeah. Well, I never bring you when I find something and it's written in the Russian way, I don't bring it because it's very complicated to read. It's very difficult for Yiddish speakers to read.
Thank you.
So I never, and I found something, sometimes I find something and it's only because it was published in Moscow or somewhere there, but I don't bring it because it's just impossible. So
Minnie, you know what's really fun? I subscribe to the Ivrit magazine, the published by the Jerusalem Post, you know, for easy, for easy readers. You know, it's got the Nakudot. And what's really fun is to read. They translate Shalom Aleichem into Hebrew. So we read it in our other group in Yiddish, and it's so much fun to read the same story in Hebrew. Just I don't know. Just
okay. So when we finish the Peru one, we will read the Sholem Aleichem because it's about Shavuot. So we will do it then. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Time magazine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.